So I'm guessing it's already summer for almost most of you guys. Going out, pool parties, beaches, whatever. But you know the worst part about summer? It's the heat. And how are you supposed to stay clean in the heat without a good everything shower? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the ultimate everything shower for summer that'll help you survive the heat and any other stench in your way. One, set the vibe. Play some calm music. Before an everything shower, you can't just get in for me. No, I actually have to set the vibe. Light up a candle if you will. Get everything ready for your post shower after you get out, because honestly your future self will thank you if you have your clothes after that, if you already have your hair dryer set up, if you have your lotion and your product right by you after you're done with your shower. Because trust me, when you are showering and you just realized, oh shoot, I did not take out the clothes that I need to get, you're gonna be half butt naked going to get them, unless you have a robe like me. But either ways, setting the vibe will honestly just get you, it'll just be more relaxing, it'll just be much more calming for you when you just, before you shower and also after. 2, okay, double shampoo. We have to start with double shampooing because here's how I do it. First, everything on your hair, then your face, then your body. If you do it any other way, I'm gonna be honest with you, sure, at least you're showering, at least you're even hitting the points there. But I logically think doing your hair first, then doing your skin, well, your face, and then your whole body is much, much better than just doing it randomly. And I'm gonna explain why. Of course, you need to shampoo your hair, but if you are starting with your face first or something, which I guess is okay, but if you are doing your body before you wash your hair, all of that conditioner, all of the shampoo and the buildup that you just washed out will wash back down on your body, and you won't be as clean as if you were to finish everything on your hair and then do your body, because it'll actually get it out. You're rinsing your whole hair, and then after that you're rinsing your whole body, and I just think it's more efficient that way. Now, shampooing your hair. When you shampoo, you don't really need a big amount, but you don't want a small amount either. And I think the best way to get that is to have some in your hand, put maybe about I put maybe this size, and lather it up with some water. Yes, your shampoo will do its job, but you need to get it ready with some water, get it a little bit soapy. If you like to be fancy like me, you can use a scalp massager, because honestly, if you don't have fingernails, which I guess I do, but they can't always get it in there. You can't always get all the buildup out. I just think that when you have a scalp massager, you're really just getting everywhere. And the first time that you shampoo, because you have to shampoo 2 times, the first time gets rid of buildup, and the second time clearly rinses it. And if you have sensitive hair, or if your hair is at its damaging point, well, then you should get a shampoo that will it will moisturize. If you do not have that much of damaged hair, I recommend just getting one that'll clarify your scalp. 3, use a hydrating hair mask or conditioner. If you want to do both, go for it, but I will tell you, you do obviously need a hair mask just as much as you need a conditioner. They are both very important in a hair step routine. Now, if you're going to do both, you either have very damaged hair or you just want your hair to be very soft later, which you're going to have to rinse all of it out. If you leave little bits of conditioner, it might be easier for your hair to get greasy because the oil is still there. Now, the reason why many people say do not get conditioner on your scalp, only on your roots and your mid-ends, is because the conditioner is what can cause your hair to grease up quicker. So obviously, we all have different times where we have to shower and we have to not shower, I guess, but obviously our hair is going to get greasy. And when we put conditioner, it honestly makes it so much easier for the grease and the buildup, because it's a little difficult to get conditioner and hair mask out rather than shampoo. Let's just be honest. Rinsing out shampoo is just as easy as putting a shower head on top of your head. But you actually have to go through to get both of those out anyways. Now, you can get a hydrating one, a clarifying one, but I think the best is the hydrating, because after shampoo, it kind of dries your scalp up, which, well, it's gonna be dry afterwards. But what I mean by that is your hydrating hair mask should restore the oils in your hair after. Not the oils that make your hair greasy, because that will eventually come one day, but the oils that are going to keep your hair nice and soft afterwards. 4, exfoliate your body. Now, even though I did put this step as step 4, while you are exfoliating your body, if you do like to wash your face first with the face wash, go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to explain anything about that in this video. But if you are going to exfoliate your body afterwards, I recommend doing it after everything is done and you just wash out your hair mask or conditioner, because it's just easier that way. Now, when you are exfoliating, do not exfoliate after your body wash. You always want to do it before, because your body wash is supposed to be like moisture on your skin, and exfoliating is a way of removing dead skin and just getting rid of dry skin, but it can also leave your skin dry as well. And if you exfoliate too much, you can get rashes, and your skin can just be very harsh in general. So when exfoliating, just be careful, because you are going to have to put lotion afterwards, because it is a way of rubbing with friction, and it can go wrong in the wrong hands. 5, shaving. Now, as many of you might know, I do see your comments about shaving. I'm gonna be honest with you, I know a lot, but personally, I don't even shave myself. Yes, I know that's weird, but I just don't. I just don't. I think exfoliating would be enough for me. Okay, here's where I'm gonna say this. I mean, as much as I do like to answer the tips, I know a few tips and I know a few things that can help that I've done with my research, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm a person who hasn't shaved myself, so I don't know anything like you do. And also, everybody's skin is different, so if your skin is sensitive, using a kind of like woman's shave or like a different one over and over again, trying out new things, just wouldn't be the right thing for you. Now, what I do hear many people say is that men's razors are much more softer than women's. So I do recommend that if it does work. But another thing that I do know, when you shave, I think you're supposed to exfoliate first, and also you want to put shaving cream or some kind of shaving oil either before or after. I really also don't really know, but in the shower, I think that's the best time to shave. I don't really think what other time would you do it, but when you are, just be careful, because when you have sensitive skin, you want to go downwards, and when you have less sensitive skin, and you know, if you just have less sensitive skin, you want to go upwards, because downwards is the way that the hair grows, and if you go upwards, you can get a few minor cuts or something. But yeah. Number 6, your first body wash. Now, after you're done shaving, after you're done exfoliating, you're gonna be like, okay, it's time to actually wash my body, like with soap. What I recommend is, even though I do love my liquid soaps and everything, you might want to start off with a bar soap, like a natural, like just a basic one. I do like to use Dove. Some people recommend Dial, which also works great, but you might want to use one that is for sensitive skin, or that is non-fragrance scented, or is antibacterial at first, just to get everything off, just to fully, cleanse your body as the first cleanse. And now some people do like to use a few soaps in their genitals, but I'm gonna tell you, if you do use the wrong ones, it can actually throw off your pH balance. So if you're gonna use a soap, just be careful that it is meant for your genitals, or else it could mess up with your whole pH balance, and nobody wants that. 7, your second body wash. Now, for the second body wash, I like to go in with something scented. My new favorite is the EOS one, the Creme de Pistachio one. It's like sage green, and it is my new favorite, and it absolutely smells good. I have a matching lotion with it. But the second body wash is for you, like for somebody to go up to you and they're like, oh yeah, I can smell you, like you smell good. That's what it's for. And honestly, I think when you shower with the second body wash, I don't recommend just putting it on your hands because, you know, like sure, whatever, like you do you, like if that works, it works for you. But I recommend using things like a cloth, an African exfoliating net. Now, some people use a loofah and others say that it's bad. Listen, I use a loofah, okay? Like probably me talking about a bunch of hygiene and saying that I use a loofah is just doesn't really go well. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you do what works. I change my loofah every now and then, like when I need to. But if you are using a loofah and you are not even changing it at least within 2 weeks, you might be literally one of those people who are going with a purpose. Loofahs do cause, like, they build up bacteria and you're just putting it back on your skin. So if you are going to use a loofah, you need to have a big stock of them because you need to remove them and replace them because they're in the water. After we're done, we're just leaving it there and it's moist. It might still have some soap if you don't wring it out correctly. Like, yeah, I know, seeing like a round little loofah, but you gotta wring that baby out. In your shower, it's gonna be moist and hot. Sure, you take cold showers, there's still moisture in water, it's still gonna be somewhat damp in there, and that's where the bacteria can build up, and I just don't really think that's a good thing. Number 8, rinse hair with cool water. Now, I like to rinse my hair with cool water after I'm done with the hair mask, but while I'm washing my body, I need that water warm. So after everything is done, I just recommend if you have an adjustable shower head that you could just like go like this with, I recommend just doing that for your hair if you don't want your body to be cold. But if you don't mind the cold water, then you know, just let it pour down on you because that is going to get rid of the frizz. When people say that cold water is better than warm water, it is true because warm water can cause itchiness, dryness, and frizziness, while cold water, unless you're leaving your head undried for a long time, the only thing it could get you is a headache, but that's about it. 9, now it's time for your post-shower routine. Now, many people do say to make sure to put your lotion before, or no, sorry, they tell you when you immediately get out to put on your lotion. See, I'm not a big fan of that. Like, yeah, sure, dry yourself a little bit, but leave it a little bit damp because that's when your pores come out. I like to put on lotion on my body when it's dry, and I just prefer it that way. But if you prefer it that way, it also works too because it's doing the same job, but I just like it that way. Now, a non-negotiable is deodorant. You need to put on deodorant right after you come out of the shower. If you have non-stick or if you have an air spray, personally, both are good, but you cannot reapply deodorant as many times as you need, but the best time to put it on is after you are done showering because that means your body is all clean, it has been all washed, squeaky clean, and you just put the deodorant on. But if you put on deodorant while you are sweaty, like the roll-on deodorant, like when I'm sweaty, I would only put the air spray one on, but the roll-on deodorant can collect the bacteria and the sweat and put it right back on, and it's just gonna smell real funky. So we do not want that, we don't. So if you are hot, here's a tip. If you are sweating, if you're hot, use the air spray deodorant and don't use the roll-ons. If you are right out of the shower, that's when you're gonna wanna use the roll-ons, and that's the best time to use them. Any other time, the air spray is the best. Just some extra things after the everything shower. You can do your skincare routine and just, you know, moisturize, sunscreen or something. I don't really have that much of a skincare routine, but if you do, go for it. Another thing is that I do recommend after moisturizing with the body lotion, I do like to use a body oil. It's Palmer's coconut body oil because yes, it's slippery and you do feel like you're about to slip and that it's kind of greasy, but trust me, it goes away after a little bit. I feel like it just gives that little extra moisture, you know, just to lock in everything, especially if it goes with your scents. Another one, if you do like to use body mists or perfumes after you shower, I mean, go for it. My best tip that I can give any of you guys out there is if you want to smell freaking bomb, so good, you need to layer your scents. What I mean by a layer is not put 1,000 body sprays of the same well, not put 1,000 of different sprays onto your body, but put the same kind and use a body wash of that, a lotion, a bar soap, use a perfume of that. When you layer it, it is 10 times stronger and it smells amazing. Well, that's it for today, guys. Bye, like and subscribe.